Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it is Soulfax here, and you're watching me attempt to play Starcraft 2. I believe this is the 8th episode of Road to Pro, a series in which I play Starcraft 2, and I bring you games to show you how much you improve from game to game. Now let's start this match here. In the right hand side corner, playing in the blue pants, it is my opponent Clown True, and I'm playing at the other side of the map here. Nice cross position spawn for me on a Tiga shipyard. I love being cross position spawned because it gives me time to assemble my army, and very early rushes like 6 pools, 8 pools, 9 pools, or an overpool don't actually work so great. But again, on a map this large, where you have a 4-player map, you can easily hide a proxy barrack somewhere around here, which you will see that my opponent will attempt to do. I don't want to give it away that much, but you will see what happens here. And I'm going for my very standard build here, 9 supply depot, 12 barracks, and then gonna go for 1 Rex expand like I usually always do. And since the last episode, I made a lot of improvements, and I mean a lot of improvements. My SCV production is out of this world, if I might say so. I mean, it's not like I'm bragging, but I gotta say that I nailed it pretty well. I have a constant need to press 3, which is my control group for my command centers, and then spam SSSS if I have more than 1 command center. And the other hand, I nailed this build pretty well, actually, because I've played this build a lot recently. 1 rack expand is such an easy build to actually do. The only danger you have is actually from some sort of early harassment. And now I get in his base, and at this point I'm like, what the hell is happening? Where the hell is his barracks? I was very puzzled here. First, he walled off. I mean, this is Bronze League. Everybody walls off in Bronze League if you're playing Terran, because everybody's afraid of cheese in Bronze League. I'm still in Bronze League, yeah, but I'm 8th place. And look at what he's doing. He's putting a barracks here. Such a late proxy barracks. I mean, I've got my barracks almost down here. I will start my orbital command just in a second, and then I will add another supply depot here before I try to expand at the lower ground here. I always go for direct lower ground expansion because this is an early expand build, so if you're not facing any sort of early aggression, like I said, a 2 rack, something like that, you don't have to be afraid. And he's doing a very wonky build, I gotta say, but again, this is Bronze League. Very wonky build, I gotta say. So 1 barracks and then an engineering bay. He probably tried this build against somebody else and it might have worked, but against a player who is, again, I don't want to brag, but Bronze League is very stupid for me at this point in time. Bronze League is not a thing that I like being in, not a place where I like to be in, because it's very easy to play here. I mean, of the only matches that I've lost recently are to mass mutalisks, or cannon rushes and bunker rushes. And now that barracks here for him is complete, this engineering base is all going to be complete, so he's going to go for 1 attack, I think, to boost up that attack. In the meantime, I'm going for my early expansion here. Got a bunker down because obviously I reacted to that missing barracks here. I didn't find it because I didn't want to send a scout out. I wanted to get my economy in order here. And look at this. I already got more workers than he has, but that's just a very small advantage here. This point in time, I kind of messed up here. I mean, everything counts. In the lower leagues, it doesn't actually count that much, but in the higher leagues, everything counts here. I messed up just a little bit. As you see, I'm pulling my minerals very thin here, so I can't produce as many marines as I would like to. Actually, I need to save up money for my extractors here and for my 2 barracks, because after an early expansion, after a 1 racks expand, you need to go for 2 barracks if you're going by, or like I'm going by, marine tank. And you need to go for 2 refineries because you need those upgrades very early on, because you're very susceptible to any kind of early aggression. And again, he's going to expand at this close base. When I saw this later in the game, this puzzled me extremely, because that is the last thing you expect, somebody to expand to his second base so close to you when he's playing double racks. And he obviously is playing double racks with double reactors on his stuff, and he hasn't started 1-1 yet, so which is very strange, because at this point in time he doesn't have the mineral, but he has the gas to start 1-1. He could have started it now. I mean, not 1-1, 1 weapons. Because 1 weapons does do a very big, that doesn't make any sense. +1 does is a big difference when you're fighting against units that are not upgraded like mine are. But again, I'm starting with my upgrades here. I'm going for a reactor and attack lab, followed up on those additional barracks that I put down. Stim should be starting just in a second here when I finally notice that my tech lab is ready here, and there's the combat shield. that was a mistake. I canceled combat shield, went for stim, and the other thing that I really love about Terran is that you don't need to worry about messing stuff up. If you mess up, if you press the wrong research, you can just cancel it like you cancel any other unit. You get the full refund and then get it back. Now again, I'm going for a kind of an early tech tree. I wanted to get to Medivacs very early here, so I'm putting down my factory to actually try and defend, because I know this attack is coming somewhere around here. I want to get a few tanks out before it actually does come out, and in the meantime I'm trying to pump out as many Marines as I can. You see, 4 at a time. It's not a bad number, but it's not actually a good number here. 1 or 2 are left behind here. Forgot to waypoint them all here. As you can see, only 1 is waypointed. Now I see my mistake, and my second base economy is going down well. I think I'm fairly saturated here on natural base, maybe a little bit too saturated, which I tend to do from time to time. It's a big problem of mine. I really tend to oversaturate my bases. Now the factory is done. In a second here I should be getting that first the reactor down, then thinking about it, and then getting the canceling the reactor, putting down the tech lab. I mean, it should be going on very soon here. Come on, I'm not that bad. And again, I'm getting supply block. The thing that I always do to myself, I supply block myself like 5 times in a certain game. I really need to work on that. As you can see, cancel the reactor, down goes the tech lab, down go 1-1. As soon as I get enough gas to do it, I think I have enough gas to do it at those points in time. And now he decides to attack here with a lot of Marines here that have 1, that don't have 1, but 1-1 should be on the way now. Actually, he didn't research it. Oh, my mistake. And here I put a few SCVs to defend this bunker here, to heal him up. He's trying to do something, try to poke in here. I forgot to put him on auto repair, which was a big mistake, but he's gonna lose a lot of Marines here in that little push here. More Marines flanking from the other side, trying to auto fire, target fire a lot of his Marines. I mean, I almost did it here. I messed up just a little bit. I didn't start my upgrades here, which I could have started, because I have a lot of minerals being banked up, because I have cut SCV production for the moment. I mean, it didn't cut it. I kind of forgot about it. I should have actually queued up more. And there's the 1-1. I thought he was retreating, but he kind of did a little dance here, destroying a few of my SCVs here. Just a little misclick. I wanted to send them up the ramp, and again, he's killing a lot of my units, because there's just simply more of them than there's my units. I try to take 1 Marine down with me. 1 Marine does go down here. No, he doesn't. What a luck, son of a bitch. And here he is. He could have actually ended the game right here and right now if he fired the orbital command doing that whole attack. And here I lift it up. It's already burning. If I lost this orbital command, because he expanded, he's not making a lot of SCVs. Yes, he's not making a lot of SCVs, but I'm panicking at this point in time. So if I lost that orbital command, I would be so far behind, even though I have the superior number of minerals at this point in time. I have more minerals than he has, and here I thought I was gonna clean it up, but then more reinforcements came here and they destroyed my tank. But doesn't matter, more units up here. I'm gonna be able to clean this up, because 1-1 should be done soon. And that command center is so low on health, because only 100 health remaining, and I was thinking about it the whole time. If I don't get it down, if I don't repair it in time, I'm gonna lose this definitely. And now I think about it, I was like, where is it? Go down. It's not going down. Oh, and at this point in time, I knew it, he's gonna lose. If this goes down and I manage to repair this orbital command, because I was certain he has not expanded the background, but I was also thinking about, why is this 2 racks so late? I mean, he opted to go for just a little bit more here, and look at it, that's so close. Only, what, I think 100 health remaining. I managed to repair it here. A lot of SCVs doing the job here to repair it. So at this point in time, I was like, I can win this shit. There's absolutely no problem for me to win this game, because even though I thought that he has not expanded, but look at this, he doesn't have any SCVs here. His income is so puny. He has only 100 income more than I do, and now I have more income than he does, simply because I have more SCVs. I mean, I gotta demonstrate to you. At 33 SCVs, he could have built SCVs along that whole attack there. He decided not to do that, and here I'm waiting for that expansion. I was very puzzled by this Marine, was probably puzzled. Well, where is that expansion? And I was also very puzzled, because they didn't know what that expansion is. Yes, I was very puzzled here. And in the meantime, I'm just trying to macro up. At this point of time, I was like, really do the macro things. The armory just a little bit late here. Those SCVs are idling for a second or two. that factory just a little bit late will delay the 2-2 for a few seconds, but it really doesn't matter. I have the superior income at the moment. I'm producing more units, and I'm a better player than he is. That is very, very obvious here. I should have actually expanded to my third base right around now. I have a kind of an influx of minerals here. Should have transferred a few SCVs down to his third base here, getting double refiners here at the natural. But well, as you can see, I'm keeping my my mineral count quite low, as well as my gas count, which is kind of a mistake here. I forgot that I should have taken those a little bit earlier here, and then I could have gotten the 2-2 upgrade just a little bit earlier again. And again, I'm supply blocked by my own stupid decision. And as you can see, my advantage is already pulling up. I have 42 workers and he has 27. I have 44 army supply, he has 33, and my 2-2 is starting up while his 1+ damage is only now finishing up, and he's gonna start researching the upgrade armory, the armor upgrade for the infantry. And look at this, he's got a nice number of marines here. Yes, I gotta say it, he's got a nice number of marines, but I got 1-1. I got one tank here with siege mode, another tank up on the high ground which can actually destroy most of those marines by itself if he doesn't get spotted. And he probably should have thrown down a scan at this point in time just to see if he can break through here, because it's obvious that he needs to do something soon or my macro would get out of control here. And now I queue up the third base here. It gets cancelled for some reason, for some odd reason, because I decided to use him to attack this destructible rubble here, destructible debris, excuse me. And in the meantime, I'm just wondering why he hasn't expanded. I should have actually gone out and scouted from here, because the normal path to come when you have a 2-Rex would be through here. So he probably should have expanded here or somewhere along here, build that 2-Rex. I wasn't expecting them to be here. I really wasn't expecting them. So I didn't check here. Later in the game you will see that I checked actually. And again, I don't know what happened there. I really don't know what happened. I don't know how I managed to miss this. I misclicked it so much here. I don't know what happened. I'm very puzzled by really how I managed to do that. It's really beyond me. In the meantime, 2-2 is gonna get finished up, and third base is going down, so I need to ramp up my production extremely here, because you see I got a lot of SCVs idling here, not doing anything. This is nice saturation here at this natural base. You can see how many of them. 2 lines of SCVs plus 2. The natural is probably around somewhere along that. 2 lines plus 3, because I know when to stop making SCVs. I don't box them so often, but I can really know but just looking at the density of SCVs at those mineral patches, and then I know that I can stop producing SCVs and waypoint all my other SCVs to my other bases that are in production. 2-2 is done for me. It's actually working on Terran Infantry, Terran Vehicle Weapons 1, which is strange. And now again he attacks here. He tries to do something. Not a lot he can do actually. Hopefully, fortunately for him, he didn't get in the range of that siege tank just yet. He will probably, I don't know why he didn't push in my base. He probably expected more siege tanks here. Here, a nice reaction time from me, I gotta say. I managed to pull them all in, siege up a few tanks, then I finally retreated my units here. He's not gonna be able to do anything here. He's got 2 siege tanks sieged up here. I target them down. They go down very quickly when you have 2-2 on the Marines, and when you have a few medevacs to back him out here. And again, he tried to attack. He tried to do something. He tried to destroy me, tried to cripple my economy here, tried to stop me from macroing up as high as I did, but well, it didn't work. I didn't lose a lot of SCVs. How many SCVs did I actually lose? I lost 21 workers killed during the whole match, and I think I lost only 5 or 6 SCVs during that clash there. But that is not such a big number, because look at this. I'm again in the advantage. I have the advantage in the SCVs, and I'm producing more SCVs all the time. I mean, I'm just a little bit behind on energy use here. I should have actually produced more energy here. This is not doing anything. Just a few little mistakes here and there. But again, I need to remind myself, this is Bronze League. I need to remind you guys, this is Bronze League, and you can get away with a few mistakes. And again, my production is just a little bit late, but there goes the 4 barracks down here, so I can easily make add-ons on them, and then I can ramp up my production for 7 barracks. I actually should have planted down a few more barracks in the meantime, because, oh, why did you siege up? I don't know. And again, I'm producing more and more medevacs, because medevacs are very useful here. I tried to go for a drop here, as you can see. He's going for a drop because I marched in 1 SCV in there, saw there are no production facilities or no actual defense. But in the meantime, he made a orbital command here, which kind of messed me up. I forgot about it for a second. I went for an auto attack here and I messed it up just a little bit, but it doesn't matter. 3-3 is also on the way with only one here because I have lost this refinery and I'm not mining of this refinery again. Little mistakes here and there are not gonna harm me so much because again I am in Bronze League, and which is really unfortunate. I'm 8th placed in Bronze League. I can't get out of Bronze League. I'm winning so much. I mean, I've won 5 in a row, then lost 2 games in a row, 1 to Cannon Rush, 1 to Mass Muta. Then I lost, I think, then I won 5 in a row again, and now I'm on a winning streak of 5 in a row, and I won 15 games, I lost 4, which is great for me in any league. And those 4 are just, if I showed you my match history, I can show you my losses, and all of those would be either a 2 racks push by a silver leaguer, or a gold leaguer, or a platinum leaguer, which I tend to play when I get a lot of wins in a row. Or a Cannon Rush, which is really annoying. I hate Cannon Rushes. That's not fair. That's not fair. I mean, Cannon Rushes are not fair, really. And here, I don't know why I didn't build more factories and starports, but I kind of rely on the number of tanks that I have. For damage, actually, I rely on my infantry. Those tanks are just purely to soak up, not soak up. I just turned that totally around. My infantry is there to soak up the damage for those tanks so they can do a lot of damage. And I knew he was going for pure bio with some tanks here. Now he doesn't have a single medevac here, which is again puzzling me to extreme, puzzling me extremely here. He has only one factory here and only 2 barracks working, which is again his mistake. He's not doing very well of defending this game, and now he tries to push up again, but look at me, I'm nicely lined up here. One tank goes down, another tank goes down, more tanks joining up in the attack. He's not gonna be able to move through this. Whatever he does, he's not gonna be able to move through this. I made just a little mistake here by exposing myself to that tank fire here, but again, look how many barracks I have here. 7 barracks. That is nice, with a few Marines. Oh, that's not a few, that's, oh yeah, a few Marines idling here because again I forgot to waypoint them down, and now I see that. Oh, look, when I see it in replay, I see it in real life. So 3-3 is going down for me. 2-3 armor is just a little bit delayed because again that shortage of gas here. Only 1 harvester in this refinery, and that are just some minor issues that I do every now and again. I tend to rearrange my workers. I tend to put them in the refineries, and then I forget about them completely, and I forget to actually put more if they get killed. Now, yeah, I got a nice amount of minerals here because I am working on 3 bases. He's working on 1 base. His main base is completely mined out here. His natural base here, natural expansion. His expansion here isn't mined out at all because he has no, and I mean absolutely no units here. And here I move up because, well, where the hell are you coming from? That's what I was asking myself. And I knew that I can break this, no problem, because he lost a big clump of units here. And again, I messed up just a little bit, not target firing that tank, because I got a lot of medevacs here, which actually prevented me from seeing that tank there. And now it finally goes down, I think. And again, I load my units up for some reason, accidental, but doesn't matter. But again, I'm producing more units as we speak. I tend to do this whenever I attack. I try not to be at 200 supply here. I try to be at a very, very big supply before I attack. And not a problem I have is, look at my supply. I have 57 workers. That is not so bad to be in 3 bases. I mean, all of those bases are saturated. You see, that's saturated. Those workers aren't doing anything, absolutely, but this base is just a little bit oversaturated. Let me box in all of the workers. Well, yeah, just a little bit oversaturated, and I'm trying to get to 200 before I attack, because I wanna get this done in 1 attack. Oh, I didn't even notice this. I didn't know about this. What happened here? Didn't see this. Now he's building bunkers up here. What are you doing? He's trying to defend. I mean, another thing that I don't like about the Bronze League is like, why don't you? He should have GG'd then and now. I mean, I got 3 base economy for a long time now. I have 7 barracks here. 3-3 is gonna be finished. I have a lot of medevacs, a lot of tanks, and I can destroy you very, very easily. And he should have known it. He should have actually scanned my base to see how many barracks I have. He never check if I have a 3rd base. I'm going for a 4th and a 5th here just to to make my victory final. And the other thing is, even if I breach into his base directly, he won't actually quit until he won't actually give up until I destroy every single one of his buildings, and until I destroy his planetary fortress or his orbital command or his command center, which is extremely annoying. This happens all the time in Bronze League. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Nobody knows when to quit. They keep playing until their last structure on the whole map is a refinery or something like that. And here's a very unusual thing. He actually targeted down the command center for some odd reason here. I don't know what he was doing here. He tries to get us around that poor SCV, but that SCV actually manages to clean this up. And here I move into his base here. No amount of barracks no amount of bunkers will be able to stop this big force, because that's a lot of Marines. Look at this. It's a lot of Marines. I love my Marines. I really love my Marines. I cut tank production for the moment. I mean, I didn't cut it. I didn't concentrate on it that much. I wanted to get 200. I am to 200. Just lost a few units in that clash there, but I needed to leave a few units at my base in case he does something with those how are they called, Reapers here. I mean, once it happened to me, really, an opponent attacked me with just pure Reapers when he was turtling in his base, so I'm always kind of wary of that. And then I send a little force to my base here just to clean this up. I'm looking for him. I don't know where he is. I was sure that he's one of those guys that doesn't like to lose, and he's gonna keep on trying until he actually gonna prolong this game until the very last moment that he can. And now I'm in front of his natural. What does he have to defend? He has a handful of Reapers. I mean, I want to get the Gold League, Silver League, or Gold League. This is annoying. This is like almost every game ends like this, by me getting into my opponent's natural, seeing that he has no base whatsoever. He has nothing here. And then I'm always so confused, like, what is he doing? Even I know this is not a good idea. And here I got research 3-3. I am at 200. I can do whatever I want, getting for 2 bases, even if he has like hidden bases somewhere in this map that I didn't find, which is unlikely. I would have defeated him nevertheless. And now he's trying to go for some kind of counterattack. A nice thing here, but if that was his 4th or 5th base and he was escaping for his 4th or 5th base, I would have understood that, but for some reason he decided just to jump out of his main base and not defend it. He couldn't have defended against this, but he could have actually tried to do something, and those Reapers will get destroyed by this one lonely siege tank here. And again, I have more units at home here, so he's not gonna be able to do anything. That is GG. If this was me playing, this was me at his place, I would GG'd a long time ago. As soon as this base got destroyed, I would GG'd, because I know when to quit. And here's GG. I mean, yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode of, what is the name of this series? Road to Pro. My name is Soulfax, and until next time, you guys, keep it steady and carry on.